Welcome to Yours Who Sucks, where we review and critique the best and the worst fan-created original characters from the My Little Pony Fandom. This show is unscripted and unfiltered, so moderate language will be used. If you're easily offended, do not watch. If not, come and join this week's show. My name is Kiki Oyai, and this week I am joined by
KatieFrog217, and I'm Assistant Project Manager.
I'm Silver Knight 27, and I'm in charge of viewer interaction and the like.
And that's it!
Yeah, you are fucking dead.
Well, with given good reason.
That's true, yeah.
You're still fucking dead.
Rosie is
They're
stuck in
dead as a doornail.
school, and Mim has been taken.
Yeah. Nom got her. Sorry.
Jesus.
Oh, got her. Just like she's joined Rosie and Nom.
Yeah. Rosie was supposed to be our only Soren, but Mom had to pull a Soren just for this week.
Soren's just taking everyone. We're next, guys. We're next.
Locked in the they're just locked in a closet with the dead Mr. President.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. Anyways, this week we're starting our color OCs.
Yep.
Block.
Every color of the goddamn rainbow.
Except we're not
some.
going in rainbow order.
Yeah, we're not.
Nope.
This week we're starting with the color orange.
Because it's fall, yo.
Yeah.
Orange is the new black.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you remembered that.
Yeah. It's the title of this episode. What you talking about?
Jesus. Alright. Anything you gals dudes want to go over before we get on to the episode?
Fan art?
Stretching my words too much.
Fan art.
Ooh, what fan art do we have?
I'll pull it up.
Well, we've got the, Viva la Revolution picture.
Yeah, the one that Lemon Lou did of Midnight, where she's holding the sign, or the flag.
Yes.
That is so cute.
It's so great.
Fucking taking over, you guys.
Well,
I'm a little concerned of where the blood on the flag is from.
We stabbed Soren.
It's the blood of the old Yocs.
yeah.
It's a little
Only
bit of
one
everybody.
lives.
Yeah, we had Yoxina collected for us. I'm not sure where she got it, but she seemed really happy when she got back.
We don't ask what her methods are. We just follow. But, we also got a comic by, Sketch the Pony 13.
Oh my god.
You
That
sure
one.
you're not Puerto Rican? 'Cause I'm the loud one!
Guys, you don't understand. I cry aggressively. That was one time my audio decided to be a fucking asshole. And I'm never gonna live it down.
I love how they chose to draw me, and I'm like, fuck off, my ears are bleeding, go on.
I mean, I'm gonna go cry in the corner of BRB.
We also, it looks like, got, did we just suddenly get, like, a boom of a lot of new Yocs? Like, old, like the normal Yocs dude art? Because I see a picture of Commander on lined paper over here.
Oh. Well,
I don't know.
we got fan art from...
October 1st, yeah, this is new.
Yeah, they still get art. You know what I should bring up, though?
Mm-hmm.
The Yocs dating sim whip that I posted for 1.5 ago.
Please finish
I
that.
want this to be a thing.
I might just finish this. I know someone who agreed to making this an actual game.
Oh man, I'd help with the backgrounds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I'm trying to see if there was any more, but yeah, someone was drawing a solar-powered Celestia, and I know it was in Rosie's chat, but I don't know where it went.
Oh.
And then the tag yourself thing that Rosie did.
Oh, yeah. That tag yourself is so fucking beautiful.
Kinky, yo. Literally talks to literally everyone edgy. Oh, I'll show you a good time, winky face.
That's actually her.
Kitty face thinks Minnesota is a far-off foreign land. Weeb, very helpful.
Spooky ghost, gay as fuck, will fight you if you fuck with the fam. What's this? That's the one that triggers me the most.
You want to read memes?
Mom gets hose. Goat was once innocent, but now has been corrupted.
That's my fault.
Can you do the lines, Dan?
By the way, everyone should tag themselves in the comments of this.
Please.
Please, I want to know, who are you?
Rosa die. Basic, always goes missing, tries to be funny but isn't.
Poopy, big, scary, pink.
Pink!
Pink!
That reminds me of an episode of SpongeBob with the big Texan worm. The Alaskan bullworm!
It's big, it's ugly, and it's pink!
The camera, like, pans to Patrick. He's like, hey.
Hey.
Alright, so, once again, I do not have my Die of Fate. It's still in a box. It's a work in progress, okay? I'll get to it soon. I promise. But, once again, we will have to use a randomizer. And I guess we'll start this off. And the click. Silver. What's your good OC?
Fucking damn it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not the first one.
God damn it, not this shit again. Okay. Damn it.
What's your game for good OC?
My good OC is Art Heart. Yeah. She's adorable. Okay.
Oh, this one, okay.
Yeah. I
Anyways.
absolutely love this OC. But let's get into the nitty gritty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So her name is Art Heart. She's as old as Fluttershy, and her nickname is Art. She likes music, drawing, art, reading, going on adventures. Her personality is quiet, polite, odd, kind, childish, naive, innocent, realist, melancholy, faithful, and carefree. Her faults is that she's too quiet. She's very introverted, I guess. She's a pushover, overly naive, realistic in certain situations, which is kind of seen as a killjoy. She's pessimist. She's childish in inappropriate situations and a bit of an oddball. I have to yawn. Crap. Art Heart was born outside of Equestria. She's born and raised in the Canterbean Islands. Oh god, these horse puns. She was born with a bump on her head, and as a joke was told that her brother dropped her as a filly, which is a really messed up joke. Later in life, her baby sister received her cutie mark before she did, and that resulted in her getting, like, bullied and picked on, and, yeah. Tired of the names and whispers, Art Heart struggles to blend in, not relying on her lack of a cutie mark to be a pity crutch. When not up and about, she's off drawing in her sketchbook, mostly of animal and nature studies and short stories. Noticing the amount of animals drawn throughout the sketchbook, she's convinced that her talent is something relating to animals. So she eventually did get her cutie mark, and the story goes, shortly after moving to Ponyville with her Aunt Sea Squirrel, once there, and started gaining some tips and trades from a shy resident on the art of animal care, eventually adopting 2 kittens, Crimson and Dragon. To further her knowledge of animals, it's written kind of weirdly. I don't know if this is like a SparksNote version of this or not, but to further her knowledge on animals, visited the local bookstore, barely staying clear of a tiny dragon hastily making its way to the further end of the store. Never seeing a dragon before, she kind of went towards the comic section, and she took a little notepad and started to kind of like sketching out the dragon, not noticing an alicorn peering from behind. And after a little startle and apology from the purple mare, she then asked if Art Heart was a comic artist herself. Comics not being a thing on her island, Miss Alicorn explains to them as stories drawing in a sequence of picture without text. The little dragon chimed in with the comment, "I wish I had your talent. All my drawings look like a bunch of squiggles," as he too peered at her drawing. The comment awakened a spark within Art, and with a quick goodbye, the pair left. Art skimmed and purchased a few comics from the section, the dragon comments still echoing in her ears. She then later fell in love with the art/adventure and story that they had to offer, declaring herself to be a fantasy story artist gaining an ink squirrel, working as a freelancer with a little side hobby as an indie comic/story artist.
Oh.
Yeah. In light of her discovering her talent, Art developed a habit of using her mane and tail as ink brushes, and also with her talent she has little socialization outside her sketchbook, leaving her quiet, shy, childish, and out of the loop in some social settings. She's more self-conscious of the drawings she openly presents to others than the physical appearance of herself. Art can come off as too innocent/naive, as she's still setting in the ways of the mainland compared to the island life. Also, with the harsh reality of being different, looks a situation with a realistic expectation with the side of hope. So yeah, she then started having lucid dreams, and eventually the drawings started coming out of the pages.
Oh boy.
She does have magic, which is shown on the reference sheet because she is technically speaking an alicorn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Her magic allows her to bring her drawings to life. The strengths of this magic is that the more familiar she is with what she's drawing, I don't know how to explain this. Hold on. Seem to bring other drawings not from her into life. I don't understand that. And then the less familiar Art is with what she's drawing, the less real it is. So yeah.
There's a lot going on with this OC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like this OC because it's a really cute idea, and I don't see this OC living in anything even remotely close to canon.
No, I don't
even
see
close.
that at all.
Nothing like that. Which is why I'm okay with this OC being an alicorn, and I'm also okay with it because, it's so different from, normal alicorns.
Mm-hmm.
I just love this OC a lot.
I like how Crimson is just... The cat Crimson is just kind of pudgy and adorable, and then Dragon's just like, fear my fluff.
But, yeah. I like the story a lot. I don't like how it's written, just for the fact that it's kind of like everything is condensed and there are sentences with no periods, and it's just one giant sentence, and I could barely breathe throughout that. She got the point across. That's all that mattered, but maybe, not Spark Notes this.
Some of it is kind of all over the place, but the fact that there's this much detail into this OC, and it feels like it's too much, but at the same time it doesn't. Probably just because of how it's written.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort they put into creating the story for this character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Cutie Mark story got a lot more than her actual story, which was okay, but her Cutie Mark story is just a small part of it. So I didn't like the Cutie Mark story had more to it than her actual life. But I guess this is a work in progress, so.
Run it by me of how she got her Cutie Mark again, just quickly. What was the thing that triggered her Cutie Mark in general?
In specific, I'm assuming it was somewhere along where the dragon had made a comment. I wish I had your talent. All my drawings look like a bunch of squiggles. Because from there, she took inspiration and... Yeah.
So that's when the thing...
That's essentially around the time. Where she, she discovered her talent.
I like how her cutie mark looks like a squiggle. It's a squiggle. What's that on your ass? It's a squiggle.
Did you draw that? No. It's
just a squiggle. That's my cutie mark.
I do get the character's personality from the story. That much I can definitely enjoy.
Yeah, because normally when people write a character, they'll list personalities, but they don't show how they have that personality or how they, how examples of this personality. So, that was really nice.
That was very good. I like that bit.
I like the idea of her using her mane and tail to paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really cute.
Because I was wondering, because I was looking at this OC earlier, and I was like, why is the bottom of her hair black? I get it looks kind of like a pencil, but...
at first, when I first saw the OC, I was just like, maybe it's just to, keep it in the aesthetic, because, she's obviously an artist, and what do you need to draw? A pencil. So, but, it's cute that they have her actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're moving on to aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Or just smooth transition straight into aesthetics.
Nice.
I was looking at the sheet and I'm kind of questioning why her mane is so curly when it's wet, but...
I mean, when my hair is wet, it gets, incredibly curly, so it's understandable. But she doesn't look wet with water in parts of her hair. She looks... Oh! Her hair isn't naturally that color, because it's ink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's why I commented on it. I originally thought it was part of the aesthetic, but it's it's ink. It's what she's using.
No, I meant, okay. I'm having a revelation here.
I can't... There's one thing I definitely like about this sheet, and it's the particular magic bit.
Yeah.
She's got a dick on her head.
No, it actually reminds me.
It reminds me of Fooly Cooly.
Yeah! Oh my god, it does. No, but it also reminded me of what's it called? Gurren Lagann. Both
I haven't seen Gurren Lagann.
It reminded me of both of them. Fooly Cooly a bit more.
Yeah, Fooly Cooly a bit more. Which isn't bad. It's not bad.
It's great. It's great. What are you talking about?
I definitely like the color of the eyes of this OC. Right next to all that nice... I don't even know what you call that kind of coat color. It's just nice.
It's like a beige. It's like a darker beige orange.
Mm-hmm. And then right next to that orange hair, it's just like... It's really nicely done together.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice color for pink. It's more like a darker salmon, really.
It's kind of like the color of an eraser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Really going with the pencil theme they are.
That's... Thank you, Silver.
I like the little beauty marks on her.
Mm-hmm.
They're really
I noticed
cute.
those are adorable.
And
also, what the heck is Powerpuff Ponies?
I don't know. I guess it's like a puffy version. Nonetheless, it's cute. I like the crystal version a lot.
It's adorable. It's a flat pencil now. Gotta sharpen it, yo.
I do have the one question. Mm-hmm. What is that thing that is on her one hoof?
That is a bracelet.
Is it just like...
It looks like a nail.
Accessory?
I believe it's just a random little accessory. I don't know. It didn't mention anything about the accessory, so I don't know if there's a backstory behind that or not.
I feel like there should be a backstory behind it, otherwise I don't really see it going well with the OC in general.
Well...
Maybe she just likes to wear it. You don't need a backstory to wear.
Yeah.
Like,
might be just my thing.
It's just a cute little touch.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
what
it,
I just
it is
noticed?
not really that distracting either, so.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I just noticed that her eyes, I don't know if this is like a style thing or not, but her eyes are outlined a lot darker than usual.
She's
Like-
wearing heavy makeup, yo.
Yeah, it's cute. It's adorable.
Got some
That's
ink
cute.
on the eyes.
Mm.
I like
She's
it.
doing it to hide the bags from staying up all night.
Ouch, relatable. I just really want to bring this up because, like, I don't know the reason why this pony is technically speaking an alicorn. It's also not really explained, the little bump on her head.
Yeah, I do want more info on that bit.
Yeah, it'd
Yeah,
be nice to
I-
have info, because it in that picture where it's showing her magic, it's just like, suddenly the horn grows. Why?
Well, I mean, like, maybe it's like when she's using her magic. That's it grows with whatever magic she's using or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like that she keeps it covered up with a bandage. It's adorable.
Mhm.
So cute.
She's like, there's nothing to see here.
But that's about all I gotta say.
It's a good pwn.
He's
what
a
we're
great
getting at.
pony.
I dig it. Alright. And on with that, we go on to the next OC. And who goes next? Me.
Yes!
That means you go last, Katie!
Yeah!
Alright. The orange OC I bring for good today is... Hold up. Dapples. By
Oh, I
Kitty
saw
Cat
that in there.
Tiz Hat. Kitty
I was
Cat
gonna
artist
scream into
hat.
the chat. When did we have a giraffe in the favorites? But
Has this SC been reviewed before?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. If it has,
fuck it.
my bad. Alright. So, this giraffe is named, real name is Twigga. Equestrian name, Dapples. Age 23. Storyteller and primalist. Species, giraffe. Sexuality, straight. Cutie marks. Here's an interesting little thing. Giraffes don't get cutie marks like ponies, but when they achieve their special talent, they get their spotch, which can only be interpreted by giraffes and ponies who have many years to study it.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. The little pets bird that you see on the sheet right there is a small blue bird she rescued from their free. She found the bird when his wing was broken and helped save him. Not knowing what else to name him, she decided to name him after where she found him. Everfree. Creative.
Okay.
Personality. Dapples is spicy. Ooh, I like that word. Spicy.
Spicy. It's a spicy meatball.
She's very carefree who enjoys being around fillies all over the world. She loves bringing smiles to ponies and telling them about creatures from beyond Equestria, especially a strange, nightmarish race called humans, who keep ponies as pets. As a pastime, she likes reading, exploring, being outdoors, and going to many parties held around the world. She hardly is ever sad, and able to come out of a funk very quickly. Sometimes she is exponentially naive, especially to new cultures, but is always curious and loves to learn more. She has some magic to her. All giraffes have power to control magic, but not arcane like alicorns and unicorns. Instead, it focuses on the 4 elements, known to giraffe kinds as primals. In order not to be confused with the harmony elements, most giraffes can only use one element. However, a primalist, like herself, trains to use all 4 elements as necessary. Usually she only uses the primals for defending herself. Equestria is a dangerous place, yo. Born in a distant land of Zibritica?
Zibritica.
Dapple's tribe worshipped the primal of air and was taught at an early age to use for fighting opposing primal tribes. It was soon apparent that she was rather good at it. She's an airbender.
Yeah, I was about to say, Avatar The Last Airbender vibes
Avatar.
Oh my god!
Avatar vibes are getting stronger with this one.
Does that mean that her bird would be considered like Appa?
What about Momo?
I love to see this giraffe just ride this bird in the sky.
What if they're just Momo instead?
No, it's Appa.
No, it's Momo. Fuck
No,
you.
it's Appa.
It's Momo.
Momo comes in later in the story. It's Appa. She owns this bird. This bird is the first one. This is Appa. The next one is Momo. And then the third one will be Sokka, right?
I don't friggin' know.
We keep Sokka as a pet. Sokka.
It's Sokka.
Tired.
So yeah, that's her backstory. What do you guys think?
I like the magic part. I like that.
I do like how the magic thing is with this. Their idea of magic for zebras in general. I do like that.
Mm-hmm. But this is a giraffe, not a zebra.
It's just different because we kind of know of how zebras and deer, sorta, if you read the comics, work with magic. But like, I would love to see how giraffes work, you know?
Kiki, remember, the comics aren't canon, sadly enough.
I know they're not canon, but... Anyways.
You can build a basis off of them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, build a basis. Another thing I like is with the whole spots thing. Like, it's not a cutie mark, but, you know, I'm wording failing.
No, I feel you, and I do like that too, but I immediately had war flashbacks to the Lion Guard.
Oh boy.
I immediately started thinking of that, and it was like nom in my head all over again.
Oh my god.
Like, I love that idea though. That's such a cute idea. Like, you get your spots! Man, they must look so awkward up until they get to that point, because it's just a solid
just
orange
so naked.
giraffe. It's like, where are my spots? Please. Help me.
But I brought this OC for good, specifically because, well, not only is it a giraffe in the pony world, but just because of the ideas that this person has of what they have for a giraffe in general in Pride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I get enough information on her in general. I get more of, like, the world she surrounds herself in, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like they were building an AU and forgot to mention the character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Humans? Scary humans? Excuse me? Spooky?
Yeah, she mentions humans. She's like, humans are a thing, and they keep horses. You guys, run.
Run. Far away and never return.
Stop.
I cannot think. I'm just like, ever since you mentioned the 4 elements, I cannot unsee like the opening of Avatar with this draft instead.
Air, fire, wind.
Someone
It
please
so
like
epic,
draw
though.
that,
Where am
please. I need to see that.
Just have a freaking giraffe airbending.
Yeah.
What is this little thingy on her leg?
It's
This
just
little
rope.
thingy.
I don't know. She got caught in a trap. I'm guessing
so
what they are
dark.
there. I'm guessing they're bangles, like gold bangles.
if they are. How the hell did she get them on?
Carefully. Magic.
Anyways.
If it's a coil, it'd be open on one end, on both ends, so you could just wrap it around.
But yeah, I guess that's my only complaint for the story, wise. Is that just a little more on the character herself?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's about what I gotta say for story-wise.
Shall we move on to aesthetics?
Aesthetics!
Aesthetics. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the main color. At least not with the stripes in it.
I don't like the stripes. That's the only thing I have an issue with. Everything else is great. I love the color of the mane, and I love the body color, and I love the spots color. I just don't like the stripes.
Yeah, it could be.
I would like if both of them were just a little brighter. Like, co-color and main color. Just a little.
Or maybe make her body a little bit paler in color.
Perhaps.
Contrast, otherwise they're kind of too, they're too, otherwise the main's too dark and too rich for the body. So.
I like her little accessories, the 2 feathers.
The 2 feathers I do like a lot.
Yeah, they're cute. And I also like that she likes cake a lot. She just looks so happy. She's
the
like,
cake is a
ate the whole
lie.
damn thing. This isn't Portal. Put it away.
No,
it's
trash.
Avatar.
No. I do like the body type of this draft. It's done pretty well. And such.
Yeah. I like that she's got knees.
Yes. Ponies have knees too.
But you don't see them.
You're right. True.
Yeah.
We all got needs.
Thanks.
But yeah. This is a beautiful OC.
She's pretty cute.
It's
like
really adorable. I'm glad we've actually got a giraffe in here. More people need giraffes. That is broken English right there.
Guys, if you would like to send us your OC, please make sure it is a giraffe. Otherwise, we will adamantly decline
This
it.
is now your giraffe sucks.
Oh my god.
Geek, you ought to start writing the new intro.
We already got enough fan art of Mo-Fi as a giraffe. Why not? Let's go for it.
Draw Kikyo as a giraffe.
No.
That way we can have canon art of Giraffe Mums and Giraffe Kikyo just doing it. By it could be mean anything. You don't know. They could be eating cake.
You're going to the corner. You're grounded. Go.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
You're not, Mom.
I'm
the only mom.
Granny Kikyo. Go.
Guys, help me. I'm being abused. They're grounding me and they're like, help me.
Alright. I have to say this is a pretty decent good OC. Still not okay with, the stripes in the hair, but that's about it. Eye color's alright. Alright. We good?
Yeah.
Alright. On to the next good OC. Katie!
Okay. So the OC that I brought on this week is Pumpkin Spice by Blood Red Madam.
Ooh.
Okay, let me pull up my notes. These are some long ass notes, so.
Aw, so cute.
So, Pumpkin was born outside, on the rural residence around Manhattan, and to his mom, Chai Spice and Oregano Spice, and his family owned a small plantation, and when he was born, his birth wasn't really smooth. His mother had suffered from a disease that affected really only heavyweight first time mothers, called preeclampsia. and that made her like really sick, and so she had to she was hospitalized like a few during the last few weeks of her pregnancy. And eventually, this disease made her have seizures regularly, and due to this, her like Pumpkin was premature by like a month. And his mother like passed away shortly after, and so he was left to be raised by his dad. And his dad's just like, you shouldn't, his dad's like really strict, so, and he's like, you shouldn't fall for sissy things like emotions. That's a girl thing, you know?
Mm.
And, and apparently his dad supposedly suffered from emotions. I don't know how that would work, but whatever.
Excuse me?
It's just
Okay.
like, you shouldn't suffer from emotions like I do, and it's just like, okay.
Emotions are suffering.
Emotions are suffering, son. And as he grew, as he got older, he started getting like chubbier and started showing signs of obesity, but it really didn't bother him all that much until his dad went, "We're selling the plantation and moving into Manhattan."
Oh.
And then he had to attend school within the city, and like a lot of the residents were bitter, and like all the colts and fillies that were there were just as bitter. And he was picked on for his weight, and also for the fact he was like a blank for the longest time, even up to after he graduated from school.
Those jerks.
Those jerks, yeah. And he kind of just like put up with their bullying because he didn't really he never felt like he could turn to his dad, even though like his dad might have like put in like all the effort in the world to help him. He just never felt like he could talk to him because he was afraid of his father turning on him. So he was just quiet about it until like after his graduation, in which he was just kind of really glad to be done with school. And then he really needed a job. But a lot of the employers he could have worked for were like, no, you're kind of too fat. We worry for your health. We can't take you in. You know. He did eventually find a new job, but he found himself wanting for more than Manhattan could offer, and so he heard of this place called Ponyville, and he's just like, "Hey, that sounds fun." So he had like been like wallowing in depression over his appearance at the time, so he's just like, "I need a change." So he went, and on a whim he left without talking to his dad and saying anything. He just kind of left, and he went to Ponyville. And he like spent all his life's his savings, and he found himself a small cottage in Whitetail Woods, and he currently lives there just tending to a pumpkin patch and selling pumpkin pies. And like at this point he still hadn't gotten his cutie mark, but like eventually one day he found this and he was just kind of lazing around. There was this filly that came up to him, and she was sobbing uncontrollably while he was like in the town square by a fountain, and he really couldn't turn away from her because she's crying, He can't really ignore her, and eventually the filly told him of her story where she was getting bullied, and she like really wanted to be a clown and stuff, but she was getting bullied for it. And so he gave her this really long speech about where she should, be who she wants to be, and that it doesn't really matter what others think of her. And at this point, like he did right after the speech, he figured out this is what he was kind of missing in his life. He kind of figured out what he was supposed to be doing, because he really didn't know other than selling pumpkin pies what he was supposed to be doing. And then he finally got his cutie mark, and of course his speech cheered up this little filly, and she went into town and then dressed up as a clown and rolled into town to entertain everybody. And of course his you can see on the sheet, but his cutie mark is a pumpkin with double horns and a tail, and the horns and tail apparently represent his personality, which is just generally bitter and angry like everybody else in Manhattan. But the pumpkin is what represents his real talent, which is to empathize with people. with other people around him. Like, I guess like a pumpkin pie or a pumpkin flavored latte. I don't know, yeah. It also represents his nature for being very sturdy and grounded. He's still really like bitter, but he will offer, to talk to those who are just as bitter as he is or being down. So he's just like always open, like I'll listen to your problems and tell you what you should hear, type thing. And then as a side note, his eyes, they're not shown on there, they're the same green color as the pendant and his hairpins. So because the explanation for why they're not on the sheet is they were too lazy and they're working on eye styles. So.
Oh, okay, sure.
I mean, sure.
So yeah, this is Pumpkin.
I want to give him a hug.
Oh, yeah. Isn't right? Isn't he adorable?
He's a little pumpkin, yes he is.
Oh, God.
Every time I look at him, he just kind of reminds me of Big Mac.
Yeah. He's got the Big Mac jaw.
Why are there so many jerk ponies? Like, what the frig?
Kids can be mean, yo.
Yeah.
Fucking cut them all. I'd have Midnight just show up and, like, take these ponies who, like, bully this dude. Like, here. Chrysalis, eat. Holiday.
Feed.
Feed, my queen.
Like, I feel bad for him, but he can also... He seems to have been able to handle himself for the most part.
Well, I relate to that, because after so much of that shit, you just kind of learn to deal in a way. It seems to be okay for his case.
Question.
Yeah.
Why is his name specifically spelled Pumpkin Spice?
I don't know.
Because when you first mentioned his name, I immediately thought this horse would have something to do with puns. I was so scared.
It might be because of his accent. He apparently has a very thick accent, but...
Oh boy.
His life was
because
very sad.
if you're, say, up for where I am, we call it pumpkin, not pumpkin. So maybe they're just spelling it the way they've heard it said.
I don't know. It's cute. But
there's definitely a lot of sadness in his backstory. And not moving on to aesthetics just yet, but I do get that feeling from the ref sheet in general. Like, from the story.
I don't know why, but the angry face makes me giggle.
It looks more like an anime angry face.
He's just like, rage.
Normally I'm not one for, like, super depressing stories, and this is one that don't get me wrong, I wouldn't consider this super depressing. I'd consider this depressing to a degree, but, like, we don't, I haven't read the whole thing, I just know the abridged version you gave me, but it sounded like most of his childhood was horrible. If not all. But for him, I don't know, it worked.
Want to move on to aesthetics?
Yeah, I sadly don't have much to say about story-wise. I like it. It's like...
I think it needs work, but I don't think it's bad.
Yeah.
Well, they mentioned everything is a work in progress right now, so...
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's why we're here, to help, somewhat. But, like, at the same time, it feels complete, but not complete.
Like, the only way to complete this is to write a full-fledged story, I guess. And, But, I don't know. I'd like to know more of the good parts of his life, if anything.
Yes, I would like to actually see the bit of ups in his life.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's just one big down. And again, don't get me wrong, this is really well written and well thought out, and I like it. But, like, I'd like to see those moments where, something goes right for him. Because, like, from day one, It's sadness.
The thing with the one filly that was really cute, I did like that.
Yeah, that was adorable.
I would love to see more of that, or like just an interaction picture between these two characters, and that filly could probably help him, like, I don't know, pick up his mood, be a little bit more happy, things like that.
Yeah.
There you go, some ideas.
All the ideas.
But, about aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Yes.
I like his colors.
Yeah, they're really cute.
His colors are so nice. I actually do like them.
Mm-hmm. It's a really nice... I mean, I'm not a huge fan of using orange. As I say, you can't see it, but my current icon is of an orange pony, but,
Yeah, it's like the most orange thing I've ever seen.
He can call sunshine for nothing, but, it's a really nice color orange with a very, like, pale orange yellow. And then you have, like, the hay color, hair, which is really nice. I like this.
It's just... This is a fall pony to me.
Mm-hmm. It's also a really nice color for green, too.
Yeah. Then it works really well with the horse. The only green that I don't like all too much is the green in the cutie mark.
I think it's the same color as the leaf, though.
No, those look different.
It looks a little bit brighter.
I can actually check. Hold on.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same color, but, like, maybe it's because it's, like, on the orange, and then you've got a darker orange as an outline.
Question. What are those X's in his hair?
They're hairpins.
Yeah, if you watch anime, the way pins are drawn is just X's.
No, it's the same color.
It is? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's just because, it's because it's farther away from it's on it. It's because it's surrounded by color instead of on its own.
Yeah, I suppose.
I like the hairstyle for this pony.
Mm-hmm. Well, you always like it when hair drapes over the face.
I mean, maybe, but, like, I don't know. I like the one in the bottom, left corner? I like that face. It's like
he's just embarrassed.
Yeah, he's, like, nervous or embarrassed or... I don't know, it's cute.
Usually, I don't like the lighter color of the belly, but in this particular case, I'm okay with it, especially with those light freckles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a cute cone. Mm-hmm. I don't know why, every time I look at the sea, I'm suddenly reminded of, Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. It's probably because Halloween was just past us, but...
I'll take that over, what I originally thought when you told me the name of this pony.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be just a pony related to, like, some pumpkin spice drink or something. It's like, no, there's more to him than just that, which is really cool. This was pretty... You know what? This was a good pick. I like this OC.
The name plays into it, because it's perfect for him. He's pumpkin related, and he's got a spicy attitude.
Spicy. I like that. Spicy. I'm loving this word.
But, I think the only thing I don't like about his aesthetics is the cutie mark is too close to his... I mean, like, the outline on the cutie mark is, I'm assuming, the outline color for him. And then it's a lot of orange on orange on orange.
I will agree to that.
I mean, it's not horrid. I don't mind it.
No, it's not a bad cutie mark, and, like, whether they change it or not, I'm fine with it in the end.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a lot of orange for an already orange horse.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Alright.
It's a good OC, it's just not...
It's a pretty good OC.
It's not fantastic up there, the unique snowflake of the batch, but it's also a good OC, so...
Yeah. Like, it's a plain and simple OC, and I guess...
It's no razzle-dazzle, but it'll do.
Not it'll do, it's more like...
I'm kidding, you know what I mean.
It's a good OC, and he works as, like, a background pony, or something like that, if, you know, for whatever given reason. He's plain, and I like plain.
He's He's the pony the main character will run into for an invigorating speech.
Yeah.
To move the rest of the plot along.
Yeah.